We're going to Twilight actually. Cake gonna be playing. Wait a
Whoa.
minute, this is wrong. Wait a
That's
minute.
what I was thinking. No, it is a match between two clan members. And it might be a thing where like they've sparred against each other so much that Cake just doesn't like the Queen Knight Ditto.
Wait, but they picked each other's characters.
I mean, Dry doesn't play Brynn, does he?
I
Dry
thought
was
he did.
no, Dry was just playing Queen Knight in the last match that we just saw.
Yeah. Okay.
So
well,
yeah, they're Queen Knight mains. That's what Frost is, the clan of the Queen Knight. So it's interesting to see Cake being on Brynn here as he's getting down aired by Dry. Dry goes in for that down stake, and actually is playing rather aggressively as Cake goes in for that neutral. Like I guess Cake still has the spear. That's something that I have to consider on Brynn. The only huge difference is that the X coming out and the signatures aren't as strong. But as I say that, a side sig comes out from Cake, and Cake brings Dry into kill percent. Side sig goes underneath the neutral stake, not the kill percent, the orange. And Dry dancing around with these guitars right now.
Alright, so the downside comes out, catches Cake, but doesn't kill him. He reset his jumps, still alive.
Right.
So Cake is in a bit of a damage deficit right now. He's looking for kills, but I don't think he can kill just yet.
Ooh, Dry charges up that side sig, goes for that chase down sig. These signatures are scary coming up from Dry, and they're not being punished as a recovery comes out, and he gets the KO off the top. Cake make a good showing at the very start with that early on side sig, but after that he got nothing. As recovery actually connects with Cake, or with Dry rather. Dry dodges to the bomb sidelight, tries to punt him into it, but it doesn't work, and Cake is... What? Oh. Even Cake gives the facepalm for that.
Whoops.
That wasn't even
Yeah.
like a dodge in, he just jumped on, he like ran onto the mine. Okay, Dry returns the favor. Cake hit by a mine himself, and stocks are evened up, but I feel like Dry's flub was a little bit bigger than Cake's.
Yeah, but I mean, Dry still has the damage lead. I say as he gets smacked by the axe 3 times in a row, but... Yeah, I mean, still a very close game. Nobody's really taking a large, significant advantage right now. Both players just smacking each other.
Dust comes out, bomb thrown as well as Cake avoids that side sig. Cider comes out, dodges out of the way of that spear, and by-handedly the down leg connects from Cake. Tries to go for the downer, follow the down sig, actually nearly KOs.
Doesn't quite kill, but that Cider will finish it off. He used his dodge to not die, so Cake just jumped up Sared and Dry couldn't dodge out of the way. Cake with the stock lead now. Picks up the spear too. So now he's probably feeling very comfortable.
Yeah, that down sig have an incredible amount of force as it catches Dry from beneath. And the recovery will do it. Dry barely taking any damage, and that is a second recovery kill in this game as stocks are even up 1-1. Dry barely taking any damage. Your Cake dancing around trying to find some unarmed against the guitars. Don't advise it. Bomb trade goes off once again. Cake finds that nair, picks up the axe, gets a nice sidelight, no sitter. Follow up, and Dry finds the downer with the guitars. Neutral into recovery into chase dodge. Sair does not connect, however, and Cake puts another down sig.
That was a little bit wild. It doesn't work. Gets hit. Dry actually finds the neutral light. Jump up, gravy cancel, side sig. So much style.
That
So what
ends
happens
really
there
early.
is he hits the neutral light. Cake expects the recovery because Dry's done it like 20 times that game. So what happens is Dry jumps to bait the dodge out because when he jumps, Cake is like, oh, he's jumping, he's going for the recovery. So he dodges down to get out of the way. But instead of jumping recovery, Dry goes for a jump gravy cancel side sig to catch him on the outward edge of that dodge. That is such an awesome mix-up from Dry, catching Cake completely off guard. And Cake's just gonna get out of Brynn. He's done with that.
Not to mention that it KO'd off the side of the stage where the island wasn't, so there was no chance of him being saved there. And that was an orange.
Yeah.
That was a really early kill, in which in a stock, with both players being on their final stocks in a match that I thought was going to take at least and Cake being KO'd quite handily there by Dry, and I think we're going to be seeing a Queen Knight Ditto game 2.
I'd imagine, yeah. I mean, Cake did really good with the Brynn. That ending had to be heartbreaking. So we're gonna see the Queen Knight Ditto on Twilight.
Dry opens up the Sair, gets punched by Cake, and Cake by the guitarist. Downer comes up, but Dry returns with some damage. He really dodges into the bomb. Both players doing a bad job of avoiding bombs and explosives this game. Cake and Dry finds that nair, tries to go for an end lane, and Cake dodges. Gets those down airs out, but they're not really connecting, and Dry gets a nice weapon toss into neutral light. Cake's downers haven't been connecting, but he's been finding follow-up off of them regardless, as he puts out the side sig there. Downer, side light. Sig.
Okay. It's a very close game so far. Cake's actually been doing surprisingly well, given that he hasn't had a spear. And he picks the spear up, finds a side sig that doesn't quite kill. Has a bit of a setup here, but doesn't get the kill again.
Ooh, and a
Dry
downer.
is so much damage.
Yeah, Dry getting hit by every move possible to barely not kill. Dry goes in for that down stick to cover a landing. Side stick comes out. Cake does not punish with the Sayers. He Sayers the ground rather than jumping, and then recovery will do it. Cake looking very solid in this game, as he is in the red, but I wouldn't say he's at kill percent from anything too much yet. Dry's gonna have to find a little bit.
He'll die to a bomb or a...
No, he'll die to a lot more.
Basically a lot.
Yeah, because the
He'll
ground
die to
pound
any
connects.
signature, maybe even a recovery.
Okay, so Dry cancels out that mine, doesn't want to avoid jumping onto it, and a D-Light, side light, D-Light comes out. He tries to go for recovery follow-up, not using the Sair follow-up that he normally goes for, and calls in the horn. Doesn't even pick up that weapon, however. He gets a nice reverse down air onto Dry, puts him to the orange, and Dry isn't finding anything besides that ground pound that he got unarmed. There's the Sair. That
Finally gets the kill, but like, he took a lot of damage, that stuff. We'll see though. He has a chance here. Cake doesn't have any weapons to go for, so Dry can try to starve, but he gets hit by a bomb and it doesn't matter.
Ooh, okay. Wow, that's coming up from Dry. So down stick comes out. Dry swats with the Sair. Nair comes out as well as Dry. Going for these down airs, nearly kills himself, but he makes it back onto the stage. Cake not willing to punish off stage, and that down lane's dodged out of the way by Dry as he goes for that downer. Neutral stick tries to come out, and Cake gets a nice D-Light Sair off of that. He has to dodge to save his life, as the island does not save him, and a Nair will interrupt that signature from Cake, and the end stick.
Wow, okay. So Dry doesn't actually take much damage to that stock. He doesn't even lose it, despite being at orange when it started. Very huge turnaround. That Nair or that neutral stick killed like wicked early. Cake was like at early orange.
Dry returns that down stick as well, and Cake now bringing back into orange here as a side stick from Cake comes up, but now Dry has got the lead as he got a crazy good end stick on that second stock, and Dry.
Yeah, now Cake's the one playing from the deficit instead, but
well, D-Light
definitely
Sairs.
capable of bringing it back as he does stuff like that.
Ooh, and D-Light end stick to put a little bit more damage on the Dry there. Cake mixing it up and bringing Dry almost in the kill percent, or into orange, evening it up. Cake getting hit by that recovery. Nair comes out. Dry just puts out an end stick, and that gives him a nice Sair in the face. But a Sair will send Cake off the stage. He's low on jumps. Cake has to recover, and a D-Light Sair will put Dry into a dangerous position. He's got to jump, but Cake accidentally puts that side stick off the stage, and Dry is so high in the air right now, trying to avoid these recoveries from Cakes, but Cake has evened this up completely. The way the players game here, but Dry gets a spike ball into recovery, using that instead of a weapon as his tool for destruction, and watches out for that side stick, somehow doesn't get hit. Cake, oh, D-Light Sair.
Yeah, downlight Sair catching Dry. Huge pickup from Cake. I mean, after losing the first game and coming so close to losing that game. This series has been really back and forth.
Yes, indeed, these players probably
Dry,
spar quite
please
a
go
bit.
easy on me. I can't handle this.
Dry losing game 2, but making it very close, almost taking Cake out 2-0 to move on to winners semis. They're going into game 3. Daiku making the comment that this entire bracket is all Queen Nairs, and that's indeed true, as Daiku has to fight against Nimue.
Everyone in my bracket.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, Daiku's gonna have to fight 2 Queen Nairs if he expects to win the first game of winners quarters.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
Alright, so we're back into game 3. We're gonna stick on Twilight for the last game here. Dry getting both weapon spawns and actually opting to stick with the Katars here.
Yes, Katar's
He
probably
is no
favorable against unarmed, as like Spear's a little bit easier to get in, I guess, with the fists. As Cake gets snared. Cake tries to go in for that. A lot of things, none of them really connect, and Dry finding a little bit more damage on the Cake. Tries to go in for these pivot downers, not working out. Neutral Light comes out, tries to read the dodge with the side stick, but doesn't work out. And Cake putting out down sticks now as he gets control of center stage. Puts out a side light. Weapon toss from Dry. Comes out and Cake's brought to the orange. Both players trading evenly, but that neutral light recovery will give Dry the lead. Wow, weapon toss stops that side stick from working out. Cake not letting that side stick kill early again as he tosses the spike ball in the Dry's face 3 times. End stick comes out. What? It clips him into the island. That's really bad. Oh no, Dry.
The side sig catches out.
He does
Dry's
that
been
again.
Doing that read a lot, where he does the neutral light into either jump, greavy cancel down sig, or jump gravy cancel side save, depending on what he reads Cake's gonna go for. Dry has like some really hard reads on what Cake is trying to do here.
And it's cool because it usually happens after a successful end light recovery, and so Cake will just be like, okay, the recovery's coming. He dodges downwards, and Dry's just like, nope, you're dead. And Cake, landing a ground pound, tries to KO Dry as he has to dodge to hold on to his stock. Cake does not punish, and Dry, making it back to stage, is trying to bring Cake into the orange before losing the stock. Bomb comes out, that will do it. No! Dodge!
Nope.
Dry manages to survive.
Oh, that was just stupid. He like fast-falled into Cake when it's very clear Cake's gonna go for a recovery. He tries to do the weapon throw to interrupt it, but you're already fast-falling too fast. But it's alright, I mean, he's got a decent...
well, not
he
anymore.
had a decent...
Brings Cake in the orange, however, but yeah, Cake finding a lot of spear in the neutrals as he tries to go in. Oh wow, both players neutral lighting, but Cake wins out on the D-light fight and gets that cider in. Dry finding a D-light recovery, or nair rather, into recovery. The recovery doesn't connect with Cake Brown to kill percent. Dry gets hit by that spear. Cider will do it.
That's
wow.
cider. Yeah, alright.
Does pretty early considering the Queen 9 Dittos. I think the island definitely helping out Dry there and getting that KO. And the mine comes out once again, but that does not favor Cake unless he gets a KO right now.
Alright. So, Cake. Yeah, see, Dry going for that down sig read again, but it doesn't connect this time. Dry still holding on to his last or second stock. Finally dies. Cake is in very deep yellow. Actually, that's more like early orange, so I'll push him into orange.
Ground pound and
Huge
recovery.
Damage coming out.
And Dry actually catches the bomb and rethrows it. That puts Cake at a kill percent. Dry's looking to take game 3 here as he lands that ground pound.
Cake is in kill percent now, and Cake is looking like he might just lose this game.
Ground pound comes out. Down air as well as Dry. Dodges past the guitar weapon
Cider.
toss. Cider comes out. Cake has to dodge. Dry, however, goes low and the recovery kills.
Recovering, yeah. Wow.
Player